I need elevators and steel blocks. So here goes the exciting digging all the way down. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to KnowItAllDM Entertainment. I'm KnowItAllDM. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing great, hanging out, playing Empyrion Galactic Survival Experimental Alpha 12. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. If you enjoy what you see, don't forget, hit that like button. So last episode, I guess last couple of episodes, we spawned in this, the bunker starter, and we threw down a whole bunch of these to start crafting up cement for us. And you can see that off camera I have done a little bit of stuff, and that includes well, I brought some cargo boxes over here. I filled them up. I've brought the small constructor over here for now. I've set these up for use in our little base here. I've gone ahead, and over here we had a little problem where this was not fully touching the ground, so I've gone ahead and modified that. Let me go ahead and oh, I need to put one over here too. Let's just cargo box. Do where are you? This one here. I just need one, and I will go ahead and put you along with this. No real need to connect to it right now, so let's just go ahead and I will connect all those, make all these the same texture. Okay, and here we go. There. So those are all the same texture now. And I've gone ahead and last episode I brought over the hover vessel and the cargo pod here, and I've modified the hover vessel just a little bit. I've got this harvester on it. I've got a constructor on it that will take stuff from, let's see, from the ore box here and output it in a different box, so I can start crafting the wood from here and turning it into fuel as I'm gathering them. It doesn't craft it nearly as fast as I was hoping though, so it's kind of not as useful. So what I've been doing is I've been bringing it back over here, turning it into fuel with these, and so I've got the cargo pod and the hover vessel completely filled up, and I'm thinking I may want to go ahead and change this to a sealed hover vessel. I don't know if I did, which it's not going to be that big of a deal because all this is just steel, so I can just do that. I can move the light up one if I need to, so let's just, oh, I need to connect to a box. Can I pick it up? No, not that box, just any of these boxes. Thank you, and then, let me just grab those. Now, this. I think, let's see, that is too long. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It needs to be a 4x3. I think that this is the only one that is actually matches the thing. So if I put this here, are there any other 4x3s? I think these are all 5 or more. So yeah, I'll put that here. And then do that, and then I can put this there. Okay. And then I can utilize these. And let's see. I'll put these angled like so. Very good. Very good. I've gone ahead and I took off all of the I took off all of the rust and everything, and I moved some of the repulsor things. I'm too close to that generator over there. But so now I've got it sealed. Did I replace the oxygen on it? I thought I did, but I may have not. I do not see an oxygen tank on it. So let's just see what's underneath it. I don't think... Okay. I don't think I have any more. Yeah, I could take out one or two of these container extensions and put an oxygen tank on it if I wanted. Or I can just take out this. This is kind of pointless to have in here now. And let's see. One of these has an oxygen tank. Ah, there we go. So we can just put that there, and we will now have oxygen. Very good. Let's go ahead and just do that. Make it all uniform. And these two thrusters were here and there, and the front was a little heavy, so I put this here, and that really evened it out a bit. So there we go. Boom. All right, and let's just level it out, come back over here, and power off, and then you can dock. Okay. So now if I need to take this to another planet, I can do that. And I might rearrange some of these to make it just a little bit more, how would you say, rounded, make it match the front. But for now, we're going to leave that. So today, what we're going to be doing, our primary goal is to dig down and to expand our base into an actual bunker so that it's more than just what you see here. I did put some of this ammunition in there, and I might want to go ahead and start making up some 15mm bullets. In order to do that, the best thing for me to learn would be just the Gatling gun. Then I can make up the ammunition needed for the bullets for this. But to do that, I'll need to get to the next level. So we'll just do that by digging and building. So what I'm going to need to connect to... First, I'm going to use not this cargo box, this one, like so. Okay, and we're gonna dig with this and build with that, but I also am going to need, please tell me you can create, you cannot create the things. That's fine. Where I think my large constructor is still back at the other base. So in order for us to actually start digging, we need elevator parts. In order to get elevator parts, we need to get the large constructor over here. And in order to do that, okay, we've got a good amount of work ahead of us because the large constructor will not fit in here. It needs to be, I believe, what was it? 16.2, something like that. Let's take a look in here and see what the large constructor is. Large constructor is 1.28. Okay, so we're not too far off from it. So 1.28, and we are at 1.19. So we need just a few more cargo boxes added on. let's see if I can figure out how this 1.28 from 1. We only need about one more cargo box. So if I do 10 of these, I should be able to add small tweaks to increase the cargo capacity that aren't going to be as noticeable or as changing to the overall what do you want to call it? To the overall shape of the thing, and we might be able to get it up to 1.28. So now we've got a sort of it's an extended pod that can hold 2082, which will allow us to carry some of the larger stuff from the cabin. So we're going to go over there now, which is this direction. And we're going to pick up the large constructor. All right, we're over here at the constructor, or at the cabin with the constructor. And of course it starts raining. Let's just go ahead and connect to the cargo pod. And this ought to just go right in it. How much more room do we have? I took up a good amount of it. We've got about 800 left. That's not going to be enough to pick up the ammo box here. Why don't we just go ahead and do that, and then we can go ahead. Okay, that's not. So in order to save some of this stuff, we'll go ahead. I'll pull out. I guess I already got the fuel. And we'll put those inside. Oh. I guess we'll be able to carry those parts, but okay. We can grab these, and we'll come back later for all this stuff. Let's see, can I carry any of it? I doubt it. And then the cargo pod. Okay, I can carry that stuff. But we will come back for the rest of that. I'm surprised that's not very heavy. We will come back for the rest of this stuff in our next trip. So let's go ahead. We can head back to the bunker. And then we can get our elevators started, and we can start building in the into our whatchamacallit. All right, we're back over here at the bunker. So let's go ahead and get our cargo pod inside. This is super heavy. But there you go. And down. Very good. Very good. So we can stay connected to this. If we do that, okay. For now, let's go ahead and I'm going to unload all of this stuff into here. We can put the fridge down right here for now. Okay. Let's go ahead and manage this and just throw that in there because that's what it's for. Okay. Now I'm almost to the next level. So let's see We need to put down our large constructor. Okay. I'm thinking we can just put it right here for now. That seems like a good place to put it. And we will connect it to this cargo box. And now we ought to start being able to make elevators, but hold on. Okay, yeah, you cannot make elevators, but I thought I learned the elevator. I don't know. While we're at it, let's go ahead and put the food processor down like that and connect to the fridge so that we can make things if we need to. Okay. So, just a little bit more to gain a level. I think I'm just going to go around and gather up some honey and maybe some spice if I can find it. Well, actually, that did it right there. Huh, one thing of honey and my level has been gained. Okay. It's just... I guess I was still connected to that. Okay, so... level has been gained. That is going to be a necessity. For now, the next thing I need is that, and I'm going to leave everything else unlearned so that if I need something, I can go ahead and learn it. I'm going to need you to go ahead and make 30 elevator blocks, because that is how far down we are going to be going the first time. Now, let's see if I can have this... I want it to start outputting in a different box. That's 5, 1. So we'll have this start outputting into there. Okay. And then we will connect to that one, so when we are in the base, we can just grab what we need. Now, okay. Now I'm considering what I could do, since I'm not going to need these anymore. Once I run out of steel, I could have maybe this constructor connected to just this cargo box, and have it should have more than enough of everything except iron. I'm gonna need iron, aren't I? Crap. Do I need iron for elevator blocks? Steel plates. Yes, but I've got enough steel plates. Okay. But I can just, when I gather the dirt with this, it will output it into the proper box. So, and then once you're done with that, make 5 of those and 2 of those, and we should be good. I don't want to equip either of those just yet. Okay, so this box is the bunker. I need elevators and steel blocks. So here goes the exciting digging all the way down. Okay. Oh, I'm not connected to the... Ah, crap. Okay, what I am going to need is for you, not you, for you, large constructor, wherever you are. Group them. Large constructor, I need you, once you get done with that, to make a wireless connector. And that's going to be one of the first things we put on the base, because it's going to be a necessity. Very good. Now, I can use this, and I can put this wireless connector first, I'm definitely going to need to connect to the bunker. Okay, and I can put it there. And now we can reconnect and have what we need. And then I should be able to just grab these. Very good. Now I can elevator down to there. Okay. And then I should be able to steel block the entire from here all the way down. Like so. And I'm going to be going all the way down as far as I can. That's what I need. Okay. This is where our floor is going to be. So now I can start doing the flattening. And I'm gonna have to actually do some drill to get the floor to go in there, but that is going to be fine. Okay, so to start off with, I think I'm gonna head out this direction, and this is where I'm gonna put my engineering section. So let's go ahead and just put that there, and then we're going to block this here and there, like so. That's weird. It won't go there, but if I put it there, it... Okay. And that's fine. Okay. Let's see. I don't really need it out that far. I've just got a little extra, you know. And so here, I think I'm going to have it go down and around. So I'm just going to dig out a good portion of this area. This is going to go down and up. Now down here is where we're going to put the majority of our generators and the constructors and everything. So this has got to be a big area. Okay. There we are. And then here, I'm going to just enclose that there. Now, let's go out this direction as far as we can. Let's go ahead. I really ought to go and mine more ore, mine more iron. Because I do want to try to go ahead and make the engineering section completely out of steel, since I've gone ahead and started it like that. So I might head out and do that off camera. But you pretty much get the gist of the design. It's going to start looking like this, and it's going to wrap all the way around, and it's going to be a large 11 by 11 room. So I'm going to keep on working this off camera, and I'll be back when I'm complete or nearly complete, or if something else interesting happens. All right, we're back, and it's been a little bit. It's been quite a bit, in fact, and I just want to show off what I've done. You'll notice there's a lot less stuff out here, and all I've got left out here is the food processor, the tent so I can respawn over here if I need to, heater cooler, a little chest with pretty much all of my extra stuff in it, and the refrigerator with food. Because everything else is now inside the engineering section of the bunker. You'll notice the interior here has been a little bit modified. There is no longer the core and such. That has been moved. Let me just do this to make sure. Okay. So the core has been moved, and all the way down here, once we get down far enough, lights come on, because when it's dark, it's really dark down here. And yeah, here is the engineering section of our bunker. I think it's pretty good. Now, right now, we're just running off the core, so our CPU is a little high with the core, but things are still working. We don't have to worry too much about the Xerax right now, because, you know, it's more than 10 days till the Xerax attack. And I don't know why the Talon is still showing the probability on here, but but in any case, so I've got my constructor, the large constructor over here, which pulls from this large container controller, which takes up this entire 3x3 section, including the full squares behind the angles and the angles themselves. And it can carry a lot of stuff, and that is not supposed to be there. That needs to move back over to here. But it won't all fit, so I'm just going to leave it in here. Because I'm not going to need this, so, but I'm just going to leave it in here for now. Actually, let me put it in the output, because I can do that. The output is over here, so it comes from there through this out to here. Over here, we've got it's a cement block and dirt constructor, and this is basically the thing that I'm going to be using when I'm going to connect to this box, and I'm going to be building more throughout here in the various rooms. And I don't want to and I'll have this continuously creating more blocks from the dirt that we dig out. Over here, we've got our 2 solar generators. Outside, we've got a solar farm that I will show you in a minute. We've got the ammo box back here, which I really shouldn't ever need to access, because I can just access this and see how our ammunition's doing and just build ammunition straight from there. And all I need is this and that, and I've got the ammunition I need. So there's that. I'm not going to be using cannons on this thing, mainly because you don't need them. Let's see what else. Over here, we've got the generator view. Yeah, right now our generators are non-existent because I'm waiting till I'm level 10 so I can build the 3x1x1s and put in our generator things there. So I'll just close that. We've got solar charge mode. When I activate that, it turns off all of our constructors and the generators and lets us run only on solar power, which we charge up pretty quick with a full thing. Then we've got the lockdown system, which right now actually does nothing. But I do plan on implementing a lockdown system and putting in bulkhead doors or whatever you call them, the blast doors, and having the lockdown thing there shut the blast doors. Now these rooms here are completely empty right now. They all just lead to dirt, but I went ahead and put them there so that we've got our, even in here, we're insulated. And I think what I want to do is I want to put the living quarters over here. I want to put the garden over this direction, and you'll be able to access the garden through the living quarters. And then over this way, I want to put the cargo bay, and on the other side of it, I will put a generator, or not generator, a shuttle bay, and I'll have a large shuttle tube which will lead from all the way to the top down into there with hangar doors. And the hangar doors will be, the hangar itself will be back behind, or the hangar doors themselves or whatever, the entry to the hangar will be back this way, probably somewhere around here. It'll probably have a little, you know, indent here, and then the hangar doors and everything. So I can just fly past this and down and into the hangar. Out here, we've got the solar farm, which it's basically just all 15 solar panels soaking up the sun. And on a nice clear day like today, well, mostly cloudy, it still gets a good amount of solar generation because we are near the equator of the planet. So we're doing great on solar. And so that is our, you know, what we've done so far in the bunker. I'm considering replacing this with some stairs because these are not exactly necessary. But for now, I'm just going to leave it. Next episode, we are going to be working on the living quarters and probably the cargo bay as well, because those two aren't nearly as difficult to design. And we're going to try to get everything we got going here. We're going to try to get everything that we've got going here back into the bunker so that we don't have to do anything else. I'll probably end up also setting up a small medical bay between the living quarters and the cargo bay so that you can access the medical bay through either the living quarters, which are going to be, yeah, the living quarters are going to be this way. So living quarters, garden, which will be accessed, which will be able to access through the living quarters, medical bay, cargo bay, and the behind the cargo bay will be the shuttle. This is not going to be multiple layers down. I may put one more layer down for certain things, but I just wanted it all the way down, as far down as you can go. Well, not as far down as you can go, but, you know, as far as you need. This way, the core is, the core is far enough down that it won't get hacked by those up at top if they drop hacker things, which with my defenses hopefully won't get nearby, but from what I understand, the base attacks have severely intensified with Alpha 12. So we will see how that turns out when we finally get one, and hopefully I won't have to take manual action against whatever's coming. If it's just basic drones, I'm hoping that my 4 minigun turrets will be able to take them out before they do too much damage to the bunker itself. And if they get too close, our sentries ought to be able to pepper them as well, and hopefully take out any what do you call them? Ground troops. That's why I have this here as the entrance, so that if, you know, ground troops are chasing me, I can have these, you know, shooting, and I can just come into here, and there you go. I'd be safe. I do plan on replacing these 3 doors with armored doors, and that way the only way they can get in is if they get through those doors, or, you know, the steel blocks, which I'm eventually going to upgrade to hardened steel if I could ever find titanium, which I don't know about that. Don't know if I'll ever be able to, but in any case, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope everybody enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit the like button for me. And don't forget, leave a comment down below if you have any questions, comments, suggestions. And if you haven't already, don't forget, go ahead and subscribe. I'm KnowItAllDM, and as always, y'all have a good day now.